No money for school fees. We are suffering. We are suffering. Police men are suffering. School fees.
Yeah, for school.
Show the faces of their wives.
Heavy tension, my people, as the wives of retired Nigerian police officers yesterday, being Tuesday, joined their husbands in a protest at the National Assembly, decrying the poor welfare conditions faced by their families. And guess what? These people made a very shocking revelation. According to these people, they said that they asked why widows, that is, they asked widows for sex before paying gratuity. Retired Nigerian police officers' wives cry out at National Assembly. Reveals shocking. This is really something else. So, the women who marched alongside some retired police officers and widows of those who died in services, including alongside with Showore, said many families of fallen policemen had been abandoned without any form of assistance from the Nigerian police force or the government. They lamented that during their husbands' years of active service, the officers were not provided with the basic protective, gear, such as bulletproof vests, and were often the first to be hit by bullets during operations. The women who marched alongside some retired officers, like I said earlier, they are demanding for the government to do the needful. They are demanding an assistance from the Nigerian police force and from the federal government. They also called on the Nigerian government to remove the police from the contributory pension scheme, describing it as a fraudulent system that has worsened the suffering of retired officers and their families. One of the officers' spouses said, "We are ready and we are telling the National Assembly now they should remove retired policemen from the pension scheme with immediate effect. It is our right. Let them give retired police officers their right because the suffering is too much. Our children are suffering. When our husbands were serving, they had no bulletproof vest or protective gear. They were the first to be shot in any operation, and the widows whose husband died have not been paid their gratuities. Before they even call us to come and collect our husband's gratuities, they will demand to sleep with us or our children. You can imagine such wickedness. Why is the police authority so indifferent? Enough is enough. They should please answer us," the protesters said. Earlier on Tuesday, it was also reported that human rights activists and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore joined retired police officers and their wives to protest at the National Assembly in Abuja, demanding the removal of the contributory pension scheme. The protesting retirees and their spouses described the pension system as a fraudulent arrangement that has left them impoverished after decades of services to the nation. Guess what? Some people in the comment section abuse and criticizing these people that first of all, what did their husband do to deserve this particular compensation, or let's say for Nigeria to compensate with them, to say to feel sorry, to join them in what they are crying for. You understand? Because of how police brutality in this modern age and previously had been on the rampage, so people are no longer taking a suffering on them. Although Sowore, who stood solidarity with these protesters, he equally pledged his continued support until their demands are met. He also condemned the government handling of pensioners' welfare, saying that those who serve the country faithfully deserve diligently and comfort in retirement, not hardship. He said, "I'm not just fighting for the police. I am fighting with our policemen. You started this struggle and I will continue to support you," he said. The people holding your destinies in your hands must know that Nigerians will no longer keep praying while they suffer. One day, people will stop praying and take actions. The activists also criticized the political class for enjoying luxury and frequent allowances while retired officers and other civil servants struggle to survive. He urged unity among all retirees across security and civil services, emphasizing that the fight is not just for retired police officers, but for all workers facing similar injustice under the CPS. Sowore commended the retirees for their resilience and peaceful conduct, assuring them that their agitation would continue to draw national attention until meaningful reforms are implemented. He equally said if those in power refuse to listen, one day the people will rise. When citizens are continuously mistreated, the government will eventually hear from them in a way they never expected. For too long, they have taken advantage of the people's patience, believing Nigerians will always endure and pray rather than act. But one day, prayers will stop and people will take action. That is what I want you to understand. I am not praying for you to merely get your time in office. I am working with those who will break free from those holding their destinies hostage. This is really, really shocking. A few days ago, it was on the news that Nigerian retired DSP were protesting heavily, and they equally made a very shocking revelation. Some of them say that they are the ones that escort politicians after they stole public money. We follow them to hide the money in their villages. Now to pay us our retirement entitlement is an issue. They expresses their regret during their time of service. Guys, watch this video, the lamentation from the retired DSP, to see how aggressive it is to hear and how frustrated these people are. But guess what? This is some of the reason why Nigerians are no longer taking it suffering with Nigerian police officers, because of the kind of life they lived while they were in service. Watch this.
At 5 years after my 5 years, then my entitlement will go and send to a company. Did I work for a company? No. How will Nigerian police company? We are the security of this country. They still we escort their money. That money they steal, we escort them down from where they steal to their village. Then at the end of the day, I even I escort so many stealing money. If it is now, they could have here win.
This is shocking but reality. Also recently, bandits with heavy anti-craft guns were spotted, and guess what? This is indeed scary. Recently, Mr. Shiworo has made a very recent contribution regarding the excessive buy for this inside country. This time around, he's sending the record straight to the US, to all these Westerners, that enough is enough, that this killing does not have religion, that this is a genocide to wipe out Nigerians as a whole. Guys, watch Shiworo's recent exposition on this particular excessive banditry going on.
There's genocide against the poor in this country. There's genocide against Muslims in this country. There's genocide against Christians in this country. There's genocide against children in this country. To now separate it and say maybe it's one religion or the other. Interestingly, Nigeria doesn't count or do DNA of people who are killed to determine whether they are carrying a Bible or a Quran. So the number of people that were abducted on our road yesterday, did anybody find out whether they are Christians or Muslims? Whereas the US can nitpick symbolically to say, because they have policies, definitely. They say, oh, you know, there are genocides against Christians in Nigeria. Why is the US not taking the same position in Gaza? That there's genocide against Muslims by Israel. So there's international hypocrisy about that. In a country where they are killing 6,000 people a day, you did not designate the killer as a genocidal government. But you are here. Please, let's be careful. I am not in any way defending what is happening in Nigeria. But I'm just saying that the problem with Nigeria has nothing to do with religion. It's complete irresponsible leadership and insecurity that kills everybody.
Yes.
What about when the terrorists go and kill people in the mosque? When you talk about insecurity in this country today, it happens more in the north, in the Muslim part of the north. And that's the truth. That's where they go to mosque. I think they killed about 35 people in a mosque in Kas. And the people who killed them were not Christians. They are probably people who identify as Muslims. So, but the truth is that we like to water down the responsibility of our leaders by this gives them an alibi. You know, okay, you know. And then the US will come with a policy to say we want to protect Christians. It's okay. Let's bring a big boat and take all the Christians out and see if nobody will get killed again.
Nigerians, we are finished. You know, start. We don't finish. Like we are in a big trouble. The video you're watching here, it's Bandit Kingpin, Yellow, 1 million. That's his name. That's what they call him. Yellow 1 million. Showing off with his machine gun. This is anti-aircraft machine gun. Go and check this machine gun. Go to Google and check it. This is they call this aircraft machine gun QJC-88 anti-aircraft machine gun, not sold to individual. This machine gun is not sold to individual. I'm telling you facts. Go and check Google, check every website. They don't sell it to individual. It is government purchased. So now you start asking yourself, how did Yellow 1 million get hold of this anti-aircraft machine? I still have a video where he said he did not was not seized from military. No, I still got the video where he publicly told the audience or the public that this gun was not seized from the Nigerian military. It was purchased. The question is, who purchased this gun from Yellow 1 million? It is the Nigerian government or the politicians. I'm here to tell you what they will not tell you. You know the story. If they keep hiding it, I keep bringing it out. I know that my days are numbered. My days are numbered. To be honest with you, it is numbered. The kind of call I receive these days, the kind of messages I get, even from my WhatsApp, I think I'm gonna remove that WhatsApp number. The messages I get from my WhatsApp these days is just clear indication that my days are numbered. You understand? But I'm not scared. Okay, I'm not scared. I've told my parents and they understood it perfectly that this is my course. This is the path I choose. So even if I buy, I'm a fulfilled person. You know why? Because this social media space, I don't achieve what I'm supposed to achieve. Letting you know what they will not let you know. Because the media, the Nigerian media is being controlled by them. They will not tell you all these things. They will not tell you. No media will tell you this one. Go and check. No Nigerian media will tell you this thing. If they tell you, we cannot see the next day. If they tell you this thing I'm telling you now, let me not see the next day. They will not tell you. They won't. They only want you to know what they want you to know. But to me, I like to tell you, say, I got your back. When they're hiding it, I'm bringing it out. See it. Showcasing, like showing off with QJC-88 anti-machine gun aircraft. Go and check the damage that this aircraft can cause. That is him handling it. To tell you that this thing, the banditry in Nigeria, the killings in Nigeria, sure this is happening here, is being sponsored by the Nigerian politicians and the Nigerian government. I'm not scared. Post this thing anywhere. English Alhaji is telling you, I know they fear. I'm not scared for once. I thank every one of you that has been supporting me. Nigerians calling me to check up on me. In fact, today, a lady even called to English Alhaji, do you want to relocate? I'll take care of your house rent. I'll pay half of it. I was like, you say yes. Even if I cannot pay your full rent, I'll pay the half of your rent. Another guy from all these people are in diaspora. They don't want to say, okay, I just want to give you money for data. Just send me your account number. I was like, So these people are in diaspora, but they want this country to be great again. Can you see the love they have for Nigeria? But the Nigerian government itself no want make this country see front. That is why we must stop this.